Today we're going to be discussing boundaries when we are looking beyond just traditional monogamy. So if you're in a place where you're considering an open relationship or some version of consensual non-monogamy, whatever that looks like for you, today's video is for you. My name is Jaclyn Foster and I am the author of I Touch Myself, Lessons to Wake Up Desire and Fire Up Your Sex Drive. And this channel is specifically about providing you with permission and how-to tips to both communicate and live out your sexual desires. So if you enjoy these topics, I recommend one, making sure to subscribe to this channel, and also at the end of this video, come on over to jaclynlaceyfoster.com to subscribe to my email list so that I can send you more content that I don't just post here in these YouTube videos. And you can also see links in the description below if this topic is really interesting for you and you want a couple ideas of where you can dive deeper into this topic. Okay. Boundaries. So what are boundaries? Why are they important? And how do I go about setting this up? Okay, so boundaries are basically the agreements that we put into place between ourselves and our partner and really anybody involved that helps everybody feel more comfortable. One of the reasons this is so important is because it provides a feeling of safety for what we're about to embark on. Anything that's new, really, it is so helpful to make sure that boundaries are in place. And even when it's not new anymore, boundaries are really important to be aware of and to know because they help make sure that we all feel as safe as possible in the experience, because the more safe we feel, the more fun we're going to have, the more playful we can be, and the more we're going to be able to be really present in the experience. So what kind of boundaries are we talking about? The two types of boundaries I want to talk about today is one is physical boundaries and the other is more emotional boundaries. Our physical boundaries are things like making sure that we have as little risk as possible for STDs. So that might mean getting STD checks, and before you even have an encounter, that might mean decisions like we're going to be using condoms. Maybe you even make decisions about not allowing penetration in the beginning, or having certain kinds of play involved and certain kinds of play not involved. You can always evolve this as you go, but think through what is your level of comfort for actually what you're going to be physically doing with this other person. In addition to that, it's really, you can also think about things like check-in times and sharing the address of where you're going to be. Those logistical type things that make both you and the partner and whoever you're involved with feel a bit safer, because everyone knows where everybody is and there's some decisions made about how we're going to make sure everybody knows that everybody is okay. So you can think about this in a pretty global sense, from just actual your physical acts to the types of environments that you need and what you need in those environments in order to make you feel as safe as possible. Now, the emotional piece, this can be things like setting up reassurances and deciding what your conversations might look like before you go into an experience or after you get out of an experience. So if you're the person that's both maybe letting your partner go and have a new sexual experience, you might want to think about what you need on that emotional level or what you want to request on that emotional level to help soften you to the receptivity of it. And if you're someone who's going out and having this experience, you probably want to think about that as well. Even if you're the person going out having the experience, there might be some level of guilt or nervousness or fear around it. So there's probably agreements that you want to make both as the person going out and having something new and the person that's trying to, or the person that is supporting you in those choices. So think through all of this, both your physical and your emotional boundaries, and have a conversation about this with your partner. You might even need to have multiple conversations. Sometimes when you start this topic, you both need time to integrate and to think about what each other is saying so that you can really get to the place where you know for sure that yes, this is a good starting point and we can go forward from here. So start these dialogues, have these dialogues. My challenge to you is to, one, take some time to actually journal about this. Ask yourself what boundaries you would like and need in order to feel safe, and then have that conversation with your partner. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to come on over to jaclynlaceyfoster.com, pop in your email so that I can share updates with you, content releases, things I don't always post here on YouTube. Wishing you an amazing day. Keep your desire alive, and I'll see you next time.